Okay, so it's 2 minutes past 11, so I guess those who were able to come to the very beginning of the event are here, and everyone else will join in a time. So, hi everyone, I am Edgars Dzelme from EUFRAS, and thank you for coming to today's meeting on Young EUFRAS training program for 2026 and 27. Today we are going to tell about the program, what's happening there, what to expect, how to participate, and the main speakers today will be Pablo Asensio, who will tell you about the program itself. He's also a board member of EUFRAS. And then Bernadette and Edgars will share their experiences from the last time when this kind of program went on. Today we have 69 people registered from 19 countries, so the interest is quite high. I'm really happy about it, and let's hope that the program will and that this training will be as great as the last one. I can share a very short experience from the last time when 5 participants from Latvia were there, and I would say that all of those 5 young advisors who participated really skyrocketed within the organization. And for example, Bernadette from Chagas was also one of the young advisors participating in the program, and now she is a board member of EUFRAS. So I would say that the possibility is valuable, so welcome, and I will allow now Pablo to start the presentation. You are, please feel free to write your questions and or remarks in a chat while Pablo is speaking, and then we will get to the questions just after the presentation, so don't forget those even if you don't share them in a chat. So thank you, Pablo.
Yeah, Anita, thank you, and hello to all of you, all that you are here. I'm very happy about your interest, and we are quite proud that we realized to again receive Erasmus Plus funding for this project, as the first round, as Anita said, was a real great success in 22 and 23, and we wanted to repeat this experience for young advisors, and making this offer as EUFRAS and to all our member organizations, and especially offering for young advisors this opportunity to go through this trainee program. Yeah, you will get all the information now from me about the program, and then you will hear the testimonials from Edgars and Bernadette, and then there will be time for your questions also. This is an impression from a SECRA training, advisor method training. Yeah, so it's really fun, and you see here already symbolic with the country names on the cards, the networking aspect. So this is really network that was created here, and all those who participated are still in contact. And you see also the organizations involved in this program. It's EUFRAS, it's the Southeast European Network Season, it's Chagas from Ireland, it's the Slovenian Chambers of Agriculture, and the EPN Institute from Serbia. These are the project partners, and this time we focus even a bit more than last time on the Southeast European area with the activities. So what do participants get? What are the goals when you go to this trainee program? The idea, and we also had a EUFRAS board decision in our strategy workshop 2 years ago, that we want to focus on supporting young advisors, and we identified this as a problem. That in the beginning of the career, it's a great job being a rural advisor and helping farmers, but it's also quite challenging. And if you are not supported in the beginning by a mentor or an experienced colleague or such a trainee program, then it is really difficult in the beginning. So you need, if you want to keep skilled and motivated young colleagues in your organization as rural advisors, support them especially at the beginning of the career. So just university degree and then go out and help farmers, this is a bit too much to expect. So we think that when you've been there, then you, because we have integrated the SECRA certificate in this training program, that you, if you come back after these 1.5 years, that you are quite confident in the methodological aspect, how to make a real good advisor visit and interview, what to do first, and how you lead a discussion with your clients. And of course, we offer this experience that you can gain expertise how to support farmers and other clients. It's not 100% only farmers. We are open also for gardeners. We had a fishing advisor last time, for example. Also in diversification, and in these areas, all what's rural advisory work. So this target group, and fundamentally, it's about becoming a better advisor and an expert for change management and also innovation. And the network, then I think Bernadette and Edgars will also tell you directly about their experience that you get as the national network is extremely motivating, and also these contacts, say you can use them, and when you know, okay, I have a marketing expert in gardening, and I know from Ukraine, for example, from the last course, I can call her and exchange ideas with her. So what is young advisors in this program? We said as an orientation, younger than 35, but if you have someone a few years older, I think it's not a problem. But just for an orientation, the main target group is young advisors at the beginning of their career, and these benefits here that's is directed to the managers, to those responsible for resources, those who pay for training of your staff. I've seen here in the participants list quite a few managers. You're deciding on what training your colleagues need, and what you get for your organization is really motivated, self-confident young advisors. So, and you will hear these stories right after my presentation. And the support of being able to offer a trainee program of this kind, I think it makes your organization attractive, and that they also identify themselves with this profession as a rural advisor. So I think this is one of the big benefits, that they're motivated to stay in your organization, and that you do not just train them and then someone else is interested in your professional young colleague, and they go away to another employer. Not every organization, our EUFRAS member organizations, I realized, can offer a standard trainee program for young advisors. So this is the chance here that you don't have to develop your own training program or a concept. This has proven really interesting and attractive and effective for young advisors. And if you would have to develop all this yourself, it would also cost quite a lot. Yeah? So we have all the EUFRAS system behind it. So the development work for this training concept has already been done. And of course, you get this network. Let's have a look on what is in there in the program. You find all the information already on the EUFRAS website, the flyer for download, and also the detailed course description. All the dates are already set and fixed, so you can check if you're interested to participate, if you are available at these dates, or you can already react and say, okay, if I want to participate, I know when I'm not here, and you can organize yourself. Yeah, we would start 16th of December with an online kickoff meeting. Then the real training work begins with a week in Slovenia at the beginning of February, where we do SECRA module 1 and 2. Then in April, we do one online day on these questions of farmers' health and also work organization and gender work. And in June, we planned, we have integrated the Rural Advisor Conference, season EUFRAS and ELB conference as networking event in Slovenia. So we would travel again to Slovenia. Then there is in September an online SECRA module, and the participants, they can also decide on what module from the catalogs they are interested in. So November 26th, so it's 1 year from now, we are going to Serbia for a week. So it's a face-to-face week again, and we have planned module 7 with shaping advisory processes and module 9 with moderation and facilitation. We've integrated practice exercises, so we would practice advisory work on real farms, and then we do a structured reflection. So the idea is really practice oriented, that you really learn what you need as an advisor by giving advice to real farmers with real problems, and then but here in this course format, you have the chance to get feedback from your colleagues and from the trainers. Yeah, in February, 2 half days for economics, and this is an online, and the third travel activity goes to Ireland as a study visit. This is also a part of the SECRA format, where you visit an advisory service abroad. So the whole group would go to Ireland in April, and we are also already in April 27th. So this is then you have still time to finalize the SECRA reflection, and then we would in the European Advisor Conference 27, we would award the SECRA certificates. So it's 2 years, 2 calendar years, 16 months in total, and 20 active training days, and it's 3 face-to-face training opportunities and the visit of the conference. So this for the overview of the program, and I already mentioned the SECRA system. This guarantees the high quality standard. So the trainers, they are SECRA trained, and the certificate, the SECRA certificate, is an integral part of this program. You have in the presentation also the link if you want to go to it, but it's SECRAnet. It's quite easy. SECRAnet. Here, summarizing now the dates. It's February 26th to June 27, and you remember, December we want to give this orientation and to have the group already set, because the goal is that you can organize the flights and the travel to the first training week in February already before Christmas. That's why we set the deadline for application on November 15. And Edgars, he is here. He's collecting the applications of participants. Participant fee is 2,900 for these 20 training days, and most of the travel costs are included. Also, this means as a food and also the hotel in this in Slovenia training week, in the Serbian training week, and in Ireland. What's not included is the actual travel by car, plane, or train. So this has to be covered additionally, and also the travel costs to the conference in Slovenia. So 2,900. Without the Erasmus Plus funding, it would have been double. Yeah? The full cost is about 6,000 euro, and you know why the participant fee is in this number, 2,900 euro. Yes, the funding, I already said so. Now, again, for motivating for participation, why we think this is a real unique learning experience. This, the focus is on advisor methods, so it does not matter if you are a crop advisor, livestock, animal welfare advisor, economist, horticulturist, fisher advisor, and so on, diversification or biodiversity, and so on. So this is also the very interesting thing on about this group is that you can learn from each other, and the focus on methods enables that we can have all the disciplines of rural advisors in one course. Interactive design. This is the unique selling point of the SECRA trainings, and the networking elements is also really the unique things you get here from this course. We have space for 20 advisors, and it will be in English. In the conservations I had the last days with EUFRAS contact persons on this program, some had worries about this English level of their advisors, but I said, okay, under 35. I think most of the European young colleagues, they are good enough to follow this course, and you don't have to be a simultaneous translator, yeah, if you want to take part in this course. So we all struggle with English if we are not native speakers. I think this is a worry you don't have to have. Yeah, usually in the course you can always ask if you have not understood something. So you don't have to be the professional English teacher or something to follow this course. Yeah, so we know this, and all the participants, maybe, but the Irish have this problem. Some impressions, yeah, from this practice. What we mean by practice orientation, yeah, that we really do this farm tour, and we have the senior advisor in the back, and then later the participants they do this. Yeah, they give advice to a farmer, and in the background we have observers. This is and then you talk about it later in the seminar room and reflect on it. You know, this is an impression from this last course. It was really fun. You can see here, and another impression from an exercise from. You see the observers here. They're taking notes, and we have a translator on board if needed. And the fun fact here is this is a strudel, yeah, that this hospitality of farmers that you experience almost everywhere you go. Yeah. This was in Slovenia. Yes. So I hope you get interested, and that you I can only appeal that you sign up for this program by sending email to Edgars, and you find all this application form on the EUFRAS website.
Wait, Pablo, can you leave this slide here? If it's
Yes.
the last slide, you can easily leave it there. It's all from you, Pablo. Yeah.
That's from me.
Yeah, thank you really much. It seems that I need to be a moderator now, because I need to just text me that there is some little problems with the technical aspect. So yeah, I will continue as a moderator, and also now I can give you a testimonial about this training session, because I was one of the participants in the last program. So first of all, my name is Edgars Dzelme. I'm from Latvia. I'm working in a Latvian rural advisory and training center as a field crop advisor. And first of all, I want to agree with Pablo, because if we don't have any mentors or training programs, it's really hard to blend in as an advisor, because we work with the business sector peoples. It's a farmers, and we are kind of bridge between farmer and many institutes, between governments, between Europe, between everything new. So the work, this is not the most easiest job, I think. Yeah. So about the program and my experience. Yesterday I tried to think about this, and if I have to highlight only few lessons and takeaways, it's really hard, because it was a whole package what we gained there, and it's really hard to describe, like only a few things, but I will try my best. Couple things specifically for me, what I gained, and what was really important for me as an advisor. First of all, it was time and work management, because I didn't have any experience with this, and with this kind of work, with this kind of workload, because we are working on the field, on the office, on the phone, on the computer, and so on. And the clients are different, so our work management, and also we have our free time, and how to kind of see the border line, and how to work in a long term, how to be a professional advisor in a long term, not only like a sprint some moment and then burning out. Like, this is only a huge factor for us. Next one would be how to handle stress. What was really important to me, how to handle stress. Of course, if you have any, we have people, we have advisors whose stress tolerance is really high, and maybe for them it's not a problem, but for most of us, it's something brand new, and we are without experience, and how to handle the stress, and how to don't be confused, and it was we had a really good tools in this training program, how to deal with this. And also big aspect is that we are not alone in this. We have our team, we have our support system, and we are all in a one side. Also really important thing for me, how to communicate with our clients, and also with our colleagues, because huge work is also with our colleagues directly. But about the communication, for me it was also something new, because talking, the way you're talking is only half of the process. There is also listening. There is the way you listen, the way you answer, and so on and so on, and many specifics that you just can't think of yourself. Like, but there was communicating from all of the sides, and that was really important for me as well. How to gain trust with the farmer, also really important, because without trust, that will not be a long-term work, long-term relationship. So the trust is really big aspect in this also. How to deal with specific situations, specific clients which are really closed, and maybe don't want to talk with you. And for this also, it was a really nice experience, because we had real consultations, real farmers, real situations, real process, and not only real process. We had also role plays and so on, where we could getting ready and so on. But the real process and the real farmers, and it was really interesting experience, and in a different language. And as Pablo said, don't be afraid if you don't have a really pro-level English. It's not a problem. I know many people's, counting in myself, that my English got better in this training session, and it's a huge thing as well. And maybe don't go into specifics, because I can see we have lots of questions, but also the main benefit is a contact, because we have many advisors from many countries, which are each expert in some different sectors. We have energy advisor, we have field crop and livestock and so on, and solar panels, and okay, it's not a good word used, but we are using each other. We're using each other. We are solving each other's problems, because as we came to conclusion, we have as many differences as many similarities in our countries. So we are really useful for each other. And now it's like 2 or 3 years from our training program, and we are still in contact, and we are still trying to help each other, and it's a huge benefit. Yeah, that's in the short term. That's it from my side. Bernadette, now your task is to say everything that I missed.
Perfect. Thanks, Edgars. So just look, I'm based in Ireland. I'm Bernadette Bennett, and I'm mainly a dry stock advisor. And I think Edgars did cover most of the bases there, and maybe we'll have more questions in a few minutes. Just a few key things from myself, I suppose, is that this isn't a technical training program. We go to college, we do our 4+ years in college, and we get loads and loads of technical skills. And then we enter the workforce. We're given, in lots of cases, a big client list to cover, where the key challenge is communication skills. So this program really increases communication skills, and it's communicating with a huge variety of people from different backgrounds. And I suppose we learn a lot about ourselves, and we learn a lot about our own organizations and the challenges and the positive things in our own organization. So I suppose once you go away and you see what's going on in another country and in another organization, you'll learn a lot about your own organization, and you'll appreciate what we do have. And that's for every organization across Europe, no matter what country you're in. So it's not a technical program, it's a really strong soft skills program. In terms of, Pablo, you mentioned about the English, and I think it's really important to highlight that, because we're obviously native English speakers here in Ireland, that we noticed, when we arrived, maybe Edgars, your English wouldn't have been as good as it is now, whereas by the time you finished the program, you had really strong English. So definitely don't be concerned. Even if your English is quite poor, you will develop a lot over the 18 months. Would you like to mention anything on that, Edgars? Did you notice the same thing?
Just want to agree with this. Yeah. My English should be so much. Yes, sorry.
And everybody on the program, Edgars, was the same. And I suppose it's something that everybody was very unconfident about heading into the program.
Yeah, everybody except Irish. Everybody
exactly.
Except Irish, yeah.
We had to slow down.
And also for us to communicate to each other, you had to adjust to speak slower, and it was also a good training for us to hear native English speakers, and that's also your plus.
So I suppose, look, everybody, no matter what language you're used to or you were speaking, and we were all pushed outside our comfort zone. And look, really, when you get pushed outside your comfort zone, you realize the strengths that you have yourself, and you develop your own skill set. So look, this program, I don't think there's any other program that will challenge you as much as this program, but in a really positive way. I suppose that was kind of the main things I wanted to say on the program, and I suppose it's really the questions and answers that I think are the things that we'll really get into, what kind of questions you have. Just on a totally different note, the coffee break mornings, Pablo, maybe we should mention that the coffee break runs at the end of every month. So we would really encourage everybody to sign up for the coffee break, because you don't have to, anybody who's on this call can join this on the last Thursday of the month. So look, that's really everything from myself. I suppose the other thing maybe I should mention is how I got onto the board of EUFRAS. So we went to Germany to the EUFRAS conference, and at the EUFRAS conference, the young advisors, we had to elect somebody to go for the board, and I was lucky enough to get selected out of the young advisor program from 22-23. So I was elected to the board then in Finland in February 2024. So it's really, really brilliant experience, and it has showed me a lot of what goes on in the background of EUFRAS. And look, for anybody who wants, maybe if they're too shy to ask a question now at the moment on this call, I'd encourage you to send myself or Edgars a message, an email message, or to give me a ring after the call. But maybe we'll try and get questions going. I think, Edgars and Pablo, I think that would be the best.
Yeah, I think you already answered some of them, but yeah, maybe this is for you one more time, Bernadette. What is trained in those trainings? Knowledge, and if so, what kind of knowledge? Skills, and if so, what kind of skills? Maybe in some words you can summarize this. You already mentioned, but yeah, that would be answered.
Yeah, so the communication skills, like dealing with challenging clients, dealing with challenging situations. As you said, Edgars, dealing with clients who you're finding it really hard to get the information from, and the active listening, like that's huge. And you know, we have a tendency, whether it's at a discussion group or whether it's at a one-to-one meeting, that we think we're the ones with the knowledge where we're not. And in a lot of cases, we're the ones who need to stay quiet and need to get the answers from the clients. And I suppose this program, you know, we did a lot of role play when we were in abroad, Edgars, and it became really, really evident, you know, what we should do in order to talk to clients. And it doesn't matter where you're based, the challenges that we all face are very much very, very similar. Succession and inheritance challenges are huge. People not wanting to talk about succession and inheritance. I think that was, you know, I think that's the key challenge really across Europe and across Ireland, is generation renewal. And then communication, like just in general, farmers not wanting, you know, if you set up a discussion group, the reluctancy to share accurate information with each other, and how do we foster that trust and respect so that they will share information. I suppose, Edgars, you did touch on that when in your presentation.
Yes, thank you, Bernadette. Thank you, Bernadette.
I can also add, yeah, because this was really well explained. Yeah, in the core, it's really professional and interactive designed communication skills trainings, but they are not like general communication. We always work with the work examples from the participants, really participant orientation. So this technical side is brought in by the participants. So it's tailored to advisory work.
I'm just going to pick up on a message there that Paul has put in about the English. I suppose my comment on the English is in relation to this course. This course is run through English. Obviously, if you're in your own country, you're not advising the farmers afterwards in English, you're advising them in whatever dialect they're used to, Paul. So sorry, maybe I wasn't clear on that, but this program is run through English.
Yeah, and also want to, Pablo already said that, but the main word is interactive. So you can be sure that your advisors will jump out of their comfort zone and get better. Pablo, this is for you. How do you define a young advisor? Is there a strict age limit, or is this more about the working experience in the field?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a strict limit. If you have someone with 36, 38, yeah, and you think this would be the person I would like to go to this training, I would say, yes, please send an application. Yes, if we are really overrun with applications, that might be a selection criteria that we focus on the younger ones. Was also a question, but we would try to also foresee like another criteria is to, if we from every country 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, that we don't have for this 20 positions in the training 15 from one country. This would be also a selection criteria that we want to open this to all EUFRAS members. Yeah.
Yes, perfect. So the next one, how about human resources? Would it be useful for a human resources manager to participate in this course? How you see it, Pablo? Human resource manager. Yeah.
I think the main target group is advisors in the field who are in direct contact with farmers. If you have maybe like a part-time of your work split in this human resource responsibility and the other time for advisory work, then yes. And if you want to upskill your own communication skills, yes, why not? But I would say primarily for rural advisors directly working with clients.
Okay, then we have a question from Sylvain. I guess there will be many candidates. What are exactly the selection criteria? Maybe some words, or where they can find it, or yeah.
Yeah, we have not really set strict selection criteria. This is if we really have many applications, we would see this equilibrium for the countries. Yeah, that we have as many countries represented as possible. I would think this would be the first criteria, and then really maybe age, and also if it's the main target group. And we also ask in the application form to fill a self-assessment, and there we would also see, okay, is it someone in the beginning of the career? But I would wish that we have this problem here.
And Pablo, just I suppose sorry, are you, Edgars, are you able to mute Brendan there? No. So I suppose one of the big things would be that the experience of the advisor, that you want that balance, that they do have a bit of experience, but that they haven't got years and years of experience, because in some cases we want people to be able to share knowledge with each other, and we want everybody to feel like they're kind of on the same page. And I suppose that was with the group that Edgars and I were involved in, everybody kind of had the 5 years minimum or kind of maximum really experience. So Pablo, would you have a comment on that? Like, it does lend to sharing.
Yeah, if you really have 100 applications, and then, for example, if there are students without work experience, yes, this would be then like a second priority. Or as you say, if someone with 20 years experience, maybe also then, yeah, you said it right, yeah. In the beginning, 1.5 year to 5 years of experience, and then this experience exchange and this tailoring to your own needs, that you really do these exercises, practice orientation, and you can do this transfer to your own work. This is maybe also this is orientation, yeah, 1 to 5 years of experience. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes. And also, can advisor from all European countries apply, or there is some exception or something?
No, everybody can apply.
Yep. So I can't see any more questions. What Pablo or Bernadette didn't answer.
I've seen one with the if co-financing is possible. Yeah, from our side, it's no problem. Yeah, so if you find additional funding to cover the participant fee and travel costs, so this is really fine for us.
Sorry, I want to go. Yes, I don't know. There is suggestions. Yeah, if there are 100 applications, would it be good to not make one training and tour this training through Europe in North, East, West, blah, blah, blah. It would be more conventional. Okay, that's a suggestion. Thank you. Do you need to have any SECRA models completed? Do you need to have?
Yeah, no, you're getting your SECRA certification with this program. Isn't that it, Pablo? So if you don't have any completed, that's fine. The 5 will be covered.
Yes. And then there is wishes from managers that they were still under 35. That's yeah. One more question, okay? The deadline by the 5th of November is very close. Could it be extended a bit, for example, by 1 or 2 weeks, Pablo?
I think we will see what happens on 15th of November, how many applications we have. And of course, if you have not the 20 participants, then we would, of course, open up. Yes, maybe if you say you are interested, you can write an email to Edgars and tell them, yeah, please reserve 2 places or three places for us, but we need a bit more time. I think this would be good then to have this email where you say that you are still working on it and you need a bit more time. And one good thing here, because we don't know how the budget situation is in your countries, we are having a huge budget costs here next year. Yeah, so you can also be a bit variable if you are responsible for resources and training funds. You can split, maybe we can discuss about splitting the participant fee in this year, next year, or the general thing is that we expect that you pay it this year beforehand. But we would be that would be possible to negotiate a bit on when to pay the participant fee.
The other thing just on that, sorry, is each country. So if you're, say, in terms of Ireland, our deadline within our country is the 4th of November. So anybody who's on the call from Ireland and they want to go on this program, so you talk to Serena. Serena's put a lot of work into the background in getting this off the ground here in Ireland. So, and maybe Serena, if you're on the call, you might want to make a comment, but it's the 4th of November for Irish colleagues, and you have to do your internal process first, and then 2 will be selected to go forward, and that'll be sorted for the 15th of November. And then, so if you're joining up from another country, Pablo, each internal country might have their own deadline if you're a young advisor on, but it's just that the overall, each country has to have their person selected by the 15th of November. And you have to have the support, obviously, of your own management. So I hope that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Bernadette. Yeah. Pablo, there is one more for you. Sorry if you already answered, maybe I missed this, but is there any restriction for co-finance of participant fee from other projects, for example, advisory training program in national RDP?
No,
so
no restriction from our side. Yeah? We are happy if you find funding for the participant fee.
Yes, so no restriction. Perfect. So, how many participants usually attend this course? It's like 20 plus maybe something. Yeah, but it's around 20. It's around 20. Yeah, and with that question, I think we have to finish. I see a lot of interest. That's really nice, but we're really running out of time. And yeah, huge thank you to Pablo that you found time, and yeah, and thank you Bernadette for your testimonial, and thank you all participants, managers, and so on for your time, attention, and questions and interest. And yes, and we will wait for the application and then be happy to receive it. Yes, thank you all. See ya.
Thank you.